In this video, we will listen about quadratic equation. Normally, a quadratic equation in its standard form is written as ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. In this quadratic equation, a, b, and c are real numbers. Please note that the highest degree of x is what? X is the variable here. The highest degree, or the power as we call it, for the variable is 2 in case of a quadratic equation. Highest power of x is equal to 2. And also a cannot be equal to 0 in case of a quadratic equation, because if a is 0, suppose a is equal to 0, then ax square will become 0 into x square is equal to 0. So in a quadratic equation, a cannot be equal to 0. Any polynomial for that matter, which we write as px, which has anything, it can be something like 3x square is equal to 0, or it can be 3x square plus 2x is equal to 0, or it could simply be 3x square minus 3 is equal to 0. So you may or may not have the bx portion in a quadratic equation, just like in this one. We don't have this x with a single power. You need not necessarily have the constant in this. As long as this ax square, the highest power of x, has some value, that is okay. Okay? So x square cannot have a which is equal to 0. The balance thing can be worked out. Right? So a quadratic equation is something which is written in this format. Now you must be wondering, how do we kind of use these quadratic equations? In everyday practical life, there are many situations when you would come across situations where this quadratic equation might be used. Now, suppose you are told that x and y receive certain money as pocket money monthly. Total money received by them being rupees 30. After spending rupees 2 each, they had money amounting to number whose product is 164. Find their pocket money. Now if you look at this question, what is the information that we have? We have that x and y receive certain money as pocket money. the total money received by them being rupees 30. So the sum or the total money received by them was 30. Let's say X got what? Rupees X as pocket money. So how much is received by Y? 30 minus X. Why? Because the total of them is 30. So whatever he got 30 minus that number after spending rupees 2 each. So both of them spent rupees 2 each. Okay. They had money amounting to numbers whose product is 164. So after reducing this, what is the money which is left with X? He would be left with X minus 2. And Y will be left with 30 minus X minus 2, or 28 minus X. Now what you know here is that basically the product of these two is 164. So X minus 2 into this is equal to 164. The numbers which were left, their product is 164. Right? So how do you do the multiplication? So first you use X into 28 minus X minus 2, 28 minus X is equal to 164. Now if you open this, you will get 28x x into x minus x squared minus 56 plus 2x is equal to 164. Or because the power of x is here, so you write this as minus x squared. 28x plus 2x will give you 30x minus 56, and you can just get this to the other side. Minus 164 is equal to 0. So what has happened here is that basically what you have got is a quadratic equation. So while solving problems like this, you reach up at a situation where you will get problems which will be in the form of a quadratic equation. Once you solve it, you will get the values which can be attributed to x.